So shall I start now, Divya? Okay, okay, thank you. Yeah, let me share my screen. Yeah, I have already shared my screen. Can somebody just check and confirm whether it is visible or not? Okay, thank you all. Okay. So let me introduce myself first. I'm Dr. Deepak Ranjan Naik. I'm a faculty in the Department of Computer Science. I mean, of course, your department, Computer Science and Engineering. I joined in 2020, June here. So prior to this position, I was working in SBNIT Surat. Then I had few experience in IIIT Kanchipuram. I did my PhD from NIT Rourkela. So yeah, I'm totally new to the system. Even I think I've not taught any course to you. Perhaps almost all the teachers have already taught you. So may I know a little bit introduction of all of you, because you are going to be the main elements of our department, because you are now in third year and you will again will be there in fourth year. So may I know little bit of introduction of yourself, just the name and where you belong from, because you all are from computer science background. Let's have a quick introduction among us.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, are you all listening or? Sanskar. Hello.
Yes, sir. So yes, myself Sanskar Suni, sir. I'm from Udaipur.
Do we have to turn on camera? Not required right now. Yeah, Sanskar. Done. So you can start either alphabetically or whatever the order you want to follow, or you may. और दिव्या कौन सा follow करेंगे आप बोलो. Order wise or otherwise there will be some overlapping, right? Alphabetically is fine, sir. Okay, let's start with A then.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Abhishek. I'm from Jaipur.
Good afternoon, Abhishek. Then next.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Aditya from Gorakhpur.
Okay. Gorakhpur means UP, right, Aditya?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Next.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Vinush from Bangalore.
Good afternoon. Next.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Dhruv from Jaipur.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Anush from Farkawat, UP.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Chintan from Gujarat.
Gujarat, which place?
Sir, Rajkot.
Rajkot. Okay, Chintan. So those who have completed, please switch off your mic.
I am Vijay from Jaipur.
Okay, Vijay. Good afternoon. Next.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sir,
I'm Shubham from Ghaziabad.
Okay, Shubham. Good afternoon. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Hardik from Jaipur.
Hardik, you are from Gorakhpur?
Jaipur.
Okay, Jaipur. Locality. Huh? Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm
Mumbai one,
Heath
yeah.
from Mumbai.
Heath from Mumbai. Okay, Heath. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Vaibhav from Nagda, Madhya Pradesh.
Madhya Pradesh. Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Balkrishan from Bharatpur.
Balkrishan, you are from? Could hear.
Bharatpur, sir.
Oh, Bharatpur. Okay, okay. Next.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Pranshu Vyas from Ajmer.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir. I am Pranshu
Yeah.
Vyas from Ajmer.
Okay. Okay, Pranshu. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
One by one, yeah.
Sir, good afternoon. I am Divya Kripani from Bhilwara, Rajasthan.
Okay, Divya, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Sulakshana Chauhan from Bikaner, Rajasthan.
Okay, thank you, Lakshana.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Yash from Bikaner, Rajasthan.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. It is Himanshu.
Yeah,
It is
Himanshu.
Himanshu Verma from Jaipur itself.
Oh, Jaipur. कितना दूर MNIT से?
Yes, sir. It is around 100 kilometers.
अरे जयपुर इतना बड़ा है
But
क्या?
I hail from Jaipur. Yes, sir. It is rural Jaipur.
Okay, done.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Karthik Sharma from Meerut.
Meerut, okay. Karthik, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Dev from Mumbai.
Dev from Mumbai, okay. Dev Milan Mehta, right?
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, thank you. Next.
Good afternoon, sir. Navdeep Singh Dhaliwal from Dehradun, Uttarakhand.
Okay, Dehradun.
Good afternoon, sir. Deshpriya from Kota, Rajasthan.
Kota, Rajasthan. Thank you, Deshpriya.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Samyak Jain from Indore.
Samyak Jain from Indore. Okay. Proper Indore?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Hima Saujanya from Visakhapatnam.
Okay, from Visakhapatnam.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you. From? Oh, Dhanbad. Okay. Dhanbad, Jharkhand. Okay, so thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Harsha from Visakhapatnam.
Harsh, Harsha
From Visakhapatnam.
Harsha Majhi. But your title says something different.
No, sir. It's Harsha Majhi only.
So you're basically from Visakhapatnam, I mean Andhra. You're from
Yes, sir.
some other place. Okay. Okay, Harsha, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Abhinav from Ludhiana, Punjab.
Abhinav, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
One by one.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Nidhi. I'm from Mumbai.
Nidhi from Mumbai. Okay, Nidhi, thank you. Next.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Deval. I am from Ambala, Haryana.
Bala Haryana, Deval. Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Shubham Jain from Kota, Rajasthan.
Shubham Jain from Kota, Rajasthan. Okay, Shubham, thank you. खत्म हुआ क्या रे सबका नहीं तो
Good afternoon, sir. I am Akash Sharma from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh.
आकाश शर्मा फ्रॉम भोपाल मानेट भोपाल भी तो है ना रे भोपाल से
Yes, sir.
then why did you choose MNIT that time it's better or what
Better rank.
okay okay Akash okay thank you
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Krishna Kishore from Hyderabad.
Krishna Kishore from Hyderabad so you are at Hyderabad right now
Sir, actually, I've come to my hometown. Actually, there's a little get together for Pongal. So.
oh Pongal celebration tomorrow right
Yes, sir.
okay we have Makar Sankranti yeah. Okay Krishna thank you
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Rishi from Banaras.
Rishi from Banaras okay Rishi thank you
Good afternoon, sir. I am Hemant from Sikka, Rajasthan.
okay Hemant thank you
Good afternoon, sir. So I am Rohit from Jhansi.
Rohit from Jhansi okay Rohit thank you
Good afternoon, sir. I am Prateek from Ghaziabad.
Pratik from Ghaziabad okay Pratik thank you
Good afternoon, sir. I am Tarun from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh.
okay Tarun thank you
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Janvi Gaur from Lucknow, UP.
yeah Janvi okay thank you
Good afternoon, sir. I am Abhishek from Ahmedabad.
Abhishek from Ahmedabad Surat
Good afternoon,
was,
sir. I'm Adnan from Ghaziabad.
Adnan from Ghaziabad okay thank you Adnan
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Yashwant from Udaipur.
so those who have completed please switch off your mic yes please yeah
Good afternoon, sir.
yes good afternoon
I am Amarnath from Bihar.
Amarnath from Bihar कौन सी जगह बिहार
Darbhanga.
oh Darbhanga district
Yes.
okay okay Amarnath thank you
Good afternoon, sir. I am Ankit
Please.
from Nagaur, Rajasthan.
Ankit from Nagarajasthan thank you Ankit
Good afternoon, sir. I am Rachit from Gwalior, MP.
Rachit from Gwalior MP okay Rachit thank you
Good afternoon, sir. I am Sujit from Bihar.
Sujit from Bihar okay Sujit thank you next कोई है
Good afternoon, sir. I am Satyajit from Kolkata.
Satyajit from Kolkata which place Kolkata
Sir, Jadavpur.
Jagatpur
Yes, sir.
okay Satyajit thank you next
Good afternoon, sir. I am Poor from Jaipur.
from Jaipur. Okay, thank you. Be fast. Anybody else who is left? Or I could see some new names in the list, those who have not introduced. Are they interested or no? So, am I audible? Yeah. Okay. Okay, Nitin, Rachit, please switch up your mic. Satyajit, Ankit. Nitin, Ankit, you can switch up your mic so that I can start. Oh, it is showing. Okay, it is showing wrong. Maybe. Okay, Ankit, Nitin, thank you. Okay, let's get started. Just the introduction, the preliminaries, and we'll be talking about what are the things we are going to discuss in this course, and few things, the textbook and materials, what are required, which will cover the whole syllabus, whatever is required for our course. Then I'll be discussing, the grading systems that you all acquainted with, NIT, you better know than me. But what I'm going to follow, that's what also I will show you. And we'll have a little bit introduction of computer graphics. So it's a very interesting subject, and because everywhere you all know that you are using some pictures and images nowadays, and everywhere, whether it is mobile phone, whether it is laptop, whether it is computer, whatever it is, everywhere you are watching some display devices, right? The most important thing of computer graphics is simply generating the pictures with the help of a computer. We'll also discuss a lot of examples, also applications of computer graphics. This is one of the most important subject of a computer science engineering department. So we'll see, and we'll have lots of fun also in this particular course. Yeah. So a little bit of introduction. Today we'll discuss just about some formal and informal definitions of computer graphics. So computers nowadays have become so much powerful for developing or for production of different type of pictures that we all know, right? And it has diverse applications in the field of science, engineering, medical, everywhere. If you industry, everywhere there is a importance of this computer graphics. So what is this computer graphics mean here is, so computer graphics generally are the pictures that are generated by a computers, right? So we see the pictures every day, maybe in some blogs, maybe while we open internet, maybe in books, magazines, movies, televisions, everywhere we're going to see. So what is the meaning of this computer graphics? So why one should study computer graphics? That is what is so important, right? So computer graphics involves display, manipulation, and storage of pictures. Everything is important. So we'll be discussing about the tools what are required to generate the pictures, right? Pictures we can see and we can understand, because we all know that picture has a lot of importance compared to the text and other things, right? Because the graphical representation makes everything much more interesting, and human beings can easily visualize the pictures, and that is what people used to call a picture is of 10,000 worthy words. So why people used to call this? Because we all know that if I write even 100 words, and the same thing if I can represent using a picture or using an image, so then everybody used to appreciate the image, because image is a very, very important thing for us, and we can easily visualize. Our mind has been set in that way so that we can easily visualize, and we can easily understand what is the content of that image, right? We have that much of intelligence. God has given this power to us. So computer graphics 5 will study because it involves the display, the manipulation, and the storage of the pictures and experimental data for proper visualization using a computer. That's what we'll see. How we will design the pictures, how we will design some objects, everything we'll see in this course, right? So these are the contents which I'm going to discuss maybe in this course. We'll start with the introduction, preliminaries, some applications of computer graphics, where computer graphics are being currently used, and we'll be discussing the preliminaries, what are the required to understand computer graphics course. Also, we'll discuss why one should study computer graphics, the motivation. And then the next point, we'll see different types of display systems available, and what are the principles behind these different display systems. So we'll discuss. Then what we will discuss is basic raster and vector graphics, which is very, very important. So raster graphics and vector graphics, which are basically used in some display systems. And when we talk about a display system, it contains some raster points. It is full of some raster points, which is otherwise called as pixels, that you all heard about the term, the pixels. And we'll discuss how these are arranged and to form a display systems. Then scan conversion algorithms, the objects, whatever we have, basically we see, and which are continuous in nature. If you want to convert into its corresponding digital form, so then there are few algorithms we'll discuss. The scan conversion algorithm for line, for circle, for ellipse. We'll see how these circles are generated and how the lines are generated. There are there are a few algorithms available, and we'll discuss the algorithms in detail, the steps followed by a few problems also we'll solve. Then something called as clipping lines and polygons. So clipping is so important here. If you want to clip some objects, and if you want to get some region of interest, so then you can get it using this clipping operations. We'll discuss later on while we will get into this computer graphics course. And then there are something called as geometrical transformations. So geometrical transformations are of various types, maybe translation. There are so many operations we'll discuss in transformations, and maybe translation, rotation, scaling. We'll see how an object, if you apply some translation operation over an object, then what happens. If you apply a rotation operation over an object, so then what happens. Then curves and shading and illumination also will discuss of how it is important to see a model. And curve and surfaces are basically used to design some models, and we will also discuss about something called as rendering and how to. Yes.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. Actually, Krishna, one of the student, got disconnected, and now on rejoining, it is asking permission, and he is unable to join, sir.
Okay, Pransu. But there is no invitation, तो कुछ invitation नहीं दिख रहा है.
Okay, sir. I'll
So
tell him
why-
to once again send invite either. Means. Okay.
Yeah,
1 second, sir.
I'm waiting.
Yes, sir. He joined now, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So, yeah. The corps and services are basically used to model the objects. So we'll see how we'll model the objects, how we'll visualize the objects, and later on, if time will permit, we'll see how there'll be there'll be something called as movement in the objects called as animation, but it is not there actually in our syllabus. But these are the few things. This is a broad content which I have given right now, which we will be discussing in this course. So important concept, and most of the concepts are mathematical. So it will be not difficult to understand, and we'll be discussing the mathematical concept along with the steps to be followed in most of the algorithms. Then we'll try to solve so many problems so that and you can easily understand the concept, right? This subject is really an interesting subject. So these are books and materials which you can follow that covers the whole syllabus. The first two books are really important to understand the concept of the computer graphics, whatever is there in your syllabus. So you can take a snapshot of this, and this Foley and Van Damme is a really good book to understand, but Hornbecker is the widely used book all over the world. These are all international standards. These computer graphics principles and practice by Foley and Van Damme and Horn and Becker, computer graphics, tears and education. Okay, and you may get also the soft copy of these books. Maybe it is available freely. Okay, have you got any notifications that when you will be coming to, when you will coming to institute physically? कुछ notification आया क्या third year के लिए? I don't think so. Okay, around March.
Sir,
Yes.
another student Tavish is unable to join. He is asking to join, but he's not permitted.
Okay, tell him or her to join once again.
Yes, sir.
या ध्रुव वो ज्वाइन किया?
Yes, sir, he's trying, but हो नहीं रहा है. I don't know what the problem is.
यहाँ पे तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, कुछ परमिशन के लिए भी नहीं आ रहा है. आता तो मैं परमिट कर देता हूँ.
Okay, sir, then.
I think he joined, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So, as I mentioned, that these are the books or material to be followed in this course. So, you may collect these books either from in some resources, I mean online resources, or else because you are not physically here, so I can't recommend you to go to library and collect the books. So you can check it whether it is available I mean internet or not. If I have the soft copy, then I will definitely share with you, I mean in the Google Classroom. So I have not yet invited, I think, all of you, because I don't have your email ID. So once I'll get it, so I will send you an invitation where I'll post everything like in other subjects we're doing in Google Classroom, and you will get all the information over there, right? As far as grading is concerned, so what we generally follow is this one. I mean, I don't know that if there'll be any change later on, but what we'll be following is this one, that 30% weightage will be given to the mid semester and 50% will be end term, and then 20% will be assignment, quiz, and some surprise test, right? So assignment you have to do seriously, because here you will have a lot of mathematical problems. So maybe I'll give you or assign you some of the mathematical problems you need to submit within a week, and there'll be some deadline and you have to submit it before the deadline. So we'll discuss every concept one by one. We'll go slowly initially, and then we'll discuss a little bit of the hardware and software tools, whatever is required to generate the pictures. I mean, I will start with some display devices. I mean, there are some theoretical parts which I may give as an assignment to you, which is not required to discuss, basically, like what is cathode ray tube and how the pictures are generated, the principle behind it, the structure or the block diagram of everything, this cathode ray tube and all. So that I will just show you, and you can read by yourself, because the main focus is to discuss the tools, the algorithms what are required to generate the output primitives, right? We'll see one by one the algorithms which are required to generate the objects. Fine. So we have 4 classes in 1 week, and maybe the next class is tomorrow, right? I think we have a class tomorrow, right? Morning, 9 o'clock. Yeah. So what about your internship this year? I mean, did you join any internship in the last, I mean, in 2020? So how did you manage that? Oh, sir, tomorrow we have a holiday. Okay. So tomorrow is Makar Sankranti, right? Okay. No, I'm just asking one thing. Actually, I have a doubt that how did you manage the internship in 2020? Because that's the most important internship you have, and this year also. Okay, so most of us will be. Have you not done any, online internship, virtual internship? I've seen in most of the institute students have done their internship virtually. Have you not participated in those type of thing? Seniors told us it was done online for 2020. Please do it seriously. Internship is so important for your career. So we'll have also computer graphics laboratory where we'll discuss so many things. So how many of you have, are very confident or very, you are very much older into C programming that I know. But do you think that you are an expert in C? It is important actually. That's what I'm asking. At least you should know, the every concept, whatever is there, the concept like pointer, structure, function, you have to know because it's very, very important actually, C programming. But you have studied C programming, Tarun, right? Yeah. But if you are comfortable with C++ also, that's fine. I'm just asking that how many of you are comfortable with C? I think it was there in your first year, right? C programming. And now all are veering towards or moving towards Python, right? Yeah, you have to be updated. You have to, of course, you have to work with Python. Most of the industries are now veering towards Python. So it's good to know Python. But if you know C and C++, one simple conventional programming languages like procedural, we call it as a procedural programming languages, which is nothing but C, and one object-oriented programming languages, right? Object-oriented programming language means what? Any one of the object-oriented programming languages. Like C++, C++, Java, right? But there is a difference, right? There is a difference between C++ and Java. Java is sometimes called as a purely object-oriented language. C++ is called as object-oriented language, right? I think Java is not there in your syllabus, right? You can learn the new language. If you know C and C++, there's nothing to learn. You can go through because you are computer science. You are basically from computer science department. Means you should not tell, sir, I don't know Java, I don't know Python. Yes, sir, I can. If you don't know also, it's fine. It will take 10 days or 7 days to learn Java and Python for you. It's not a very big thing. If somebody is asking for Java, then yes, you should be ready. Yes, sir, I can learn within 1 week or 2 weeks. It's not a very big issue to learn a new language, right? Java is good for some graphical systems because there is C and C++, it is sometimes difficult. And Java has some packages which is really helpful for some graphics package. So how many of you have used any graphics package in C and C++? Have you used ever any graphics package in C and C++? किसी ने use किया C and C++? I mean graphics package in C and C++? Okay. So Pransu said that he has already used few, I mean, graphics package. And the other answer I could see is no. Okay, no worries. Not a big problem. You can learn. Slowly, you will learn it. So Pransu, what you did with this graphics packages in C? I mean, where you have used? Are you there, Pransu?
Hello.
Pransu.
Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, in that means, sir, in C++ I have used for making lines and also like lines and changing fonts and all.
Okay, in C++. That's fine.
Yes,
Okay, so here in your practical, there is practical class. I think the practical class will, I don't whether they will do it physically or not. अभी practical class का कुछ मिला है क्या रे आप लोग को? Regarding any information regarding the practical class. So what I know is when you will come back to the, I mean after March I hope so. When we will come back to the institute, then only practical classes will be conducted. Did you have any information, Divya? Okay. We are given a temporary schedule according to which we will have our labs from April. So now you will have only theory classes, and then I think the practical classes will be happened. Okay, no worries. So we'll first discuss the theoretical background of this particular course and the mathematical analysis of different algorithms, and then later on you can take the help of these algorithms and you have to implement those algorithms also. I mean, how the lines are generated, how the circles are generated in your screen, and how the ellipses are generated. We'll see how the objects are generated and few other algorithms also that you need to implement. So tomorrow is a holiday, so we are having a class I think on Saturday. So we'll start discussion on the topic computer graphics on Saturday. So wish you all a very happy Makar Sankranti and Pongal as well. Okay, so thank you all. So see you on Saturday. Thank you. Have a good day.